off to the races for the pistol round for the beginning of this series on Dust 2. And we saw the troubles both on this stream today and yesterday of the CT side of this map. It's very challenging, but that's where Liquid are going to be starting off. And it's going to be Naf who will get first contact.
Trying to create some space for himself then, and that smoke can't come fast enough with mollies being thrown in his direction. He will get popped. Jota putting in great work thus far. Neckers will make it a 3v3 as he falls to the floor. Lurtz takes one in the face, but he's still standing for the time being. Needs to show presence as Elige comes in round the back. Now it's about the frags. Win by elimination, because that bomb plant won't be coming anytime soon. Unless there's bonus money for Phelps. He's got much more to do. How is he still alive? 2 to go, hunting for that reload, but he's got to be careful himself, and he just can't make that fatal connection. I wonder what Henny's bunny hopping is like with the recent changes that we've seen to the game. Perhaps we'll see some later. It's a nice opening from Neckers. Some heavy damage taken. Got to be careful because there's more util. Well, just in the hands of Naf now, really. But they're still posturing in that mid position. Oh dear. With a team kill, no less. But they keep the man advantage. There's some information, though, for Liquid, who posture a bit closer to that mid position. But there is an inquest towards B from Lucan and Phelps.
Ooh. Well, this is going really well so far for the Gaimin Gladiators. See what else they are able to do in the rounds to follow as Jota takes down Naf. So really not too much being carried forwards into the next round.
It's nice to get on the scoreboard early.
You said it would be easy, James.
Get that third player to reposition in the wrong direction. The lack of respect, though, shown by Ultimate, walking through the smoke with the AWP. Really crucial info. That is a problem for Gaimin Gladiators. Now, if their intentions are towards A, perhaps things get more urgent, but Liquid will drop them, falling like flies they are. Not really getting close to Terra Firma on that A bomb site, but it is a 2-on-3. The trades will continue, and now Henny's in the clutch. He's got some smokes, he's got some cover. The AWP is lurking. Naf is rotating over, position unknown for the time being. Henny being real careful about his angles, going for the body. Oh, he shot the body. He was already on the floor, and that was the clue that Ultimate needed for the no-scope.
And no-scoped it, but no, that was a great performance there from him. Really saving Liquid's 3-1. Still good opportunity to put the pressure onto Liquid's economy, but a lower dark aggression is the play here for Liquid, and it is dealt with fairly reasonably. A trade is pretty good considering that one kill came also towards the B dark position. Responsible stuff from Lucan, just looking for that push there as well. And now we get a quick pivot into the long position that's completely voided. Free space to be occupied. And now Shui, this is going to be really rough. Trying to make it across to the car. Oh, this is very scary. Now he's stuck at car. He's got to make these frags happen, but absolutely denied. I don't think Ultimate can save this one. 2 versus 4.
Still a bomb site to get on. I don't know how you creep around the smoke. Come out on top, though, with Henny so far away. And who knows? Oh, look at the angle. The rifle obscuring the vision, allowing Neckers to walk past. Normally that happens on overpass.
Okay, so the default is on here, but challenge from the CTs might be afoot. Phelps sprays him down. Nuts is able to at least get a trade. You do want to keep the T economy somewhat honest, so we do need to see some kills, even if the round is lost on Liquid's behalf. I guess we don't need to see anything. We're going to get what we're given, I suppose. But...
Ouch.
Nice setup.
They need to protect the weapon if they can. Oh dear. That's his further away from the corner of engagement. Henny on the pistol, forced away, but he is baiting essentially for Lucan, who's coming in from the back.
focus from Ultimate. So they're working that mid approach. Some pressure there. Actually looking like they might want to go in for this one, for the challenge. Nice shot from Ultimate. It gets away as well. Quick B hop to safety. Oh, that really slows things down. Makes it awkward. The Gaimin Gladiators.
Where's Lucan off to? They've got the smokes out in mid. They don't have a pick anywhere just yet. Nekker's holding an angle on short. I feel like they're going to eventually head towards the A bomb site. They forced that third player over towards B, but can they keep him there? Doesn't look like they can. Ultimate in more than one round has been good at getting that important info towards the end. Phelps chooses to pursue. That only makes it a 3-on-5. Lucan's still waiting outside long. So a stunted progress from Gaimin Gladiators here.
Just like you said, so great command of the tension from Ultimate in that mid position with the AWP. Oh, and speaking of which, Ultimate will pick off Nekkers early in this round. It was to be a rush here into the B site. They're going to get slowed by the counter util, and Ultimate is repositioning too. He's going to make his way to a spot where he's going to lose his head, actually. Spray comes through, but Naf delivers the defense that's needed. And now the entire squadron is on the way. And they're almost there.
So much support utility flying through from Liquid, stopping the advance. Loads of flashes over the wall to help Naf. And they will secure the bomb site. Again, stuck in a choke point there, Gaimin Gladiators. And they are without the bomb. So much time on the clock there, just kind of stuck at the mouth of the B bomb site. So after a spurt of success, things are proving to be a little tougher now. Different approach for Team Liquid. As you mentioned, repositioning the AWP. Lucan with a very nice angle, though. Ooh. I love that Gaimin Gladiators. Not making assumptions here.
As we see Shui getting real close to the doors.
The angles are awkward for Liquid across the board now. There's a high concentration around these mid doors, which leaves them in awkward positions towards the A bomb site, as well as B. Gambles being taken, but they will be rewarded for it. As the re-emergence was very deep for Liquid, not expected maybe. And now they're being held here by Gaimin Gladiators, and their advantages are being lost. 25 seconds on the clock. And again, they've been holding position, but it almost feels like Liquid are at the advantage despite being a man worse. Still holding from outside B. Great angle from Naf. Finds the headshot. Shuhei takes advantage of the distraction as Naf finds another one. And the round just slips away from Gaimin Gladiators. A nice early pick, plenty of time. But there's a bit of paralysis there. Again, there's high urgency for Liquid to keep presence, have information in that mid position on their CT side. I mean, that is the dance. Take control of short and try and push that third person away when you've got the window. Needs to be taken.
More smoke left for the T side as they move towards the A sides. This might actually be a pretty nice approach from them. Not too much to stop this right now from Liquid. There's a leash as well. So now it gets even more difficult. Planting still an issue though. Where are these CTs? Phelps finds himself another headshot and suddenly not too much left and so many guns to be picked up. You need to get some kills here. Nekkers, oh no, that's rather taking down one. A second kill as well. That's actually really nice to find. Don't want to have the T's picking up all these guns on a round like this.
Yeah, we need more of that from Gaimin Gladiators. Decisiveness, the confidence. Yeah, Liquid understand what they need to fight for in these CT rounds. That mid to late round is so important to have that info. The skirmishes around those mid doors to see what the T's are up to. There is information up for grabs. They do a good job of grabbing it. They've got an AWP in the hands of Nekkers already. Ali still has his incendiary. He may hope that there'll be some grenade queues to throw it. He won't wait that long though. 30 seconds, good timing. He could really reap some rewards here. with this position. And now he can play around the smoke. This is perfect for him. This has gone swimmingly. Ultimate with the AWP as well makes things worse for the Gladiators. And time is of the essence. 15 seconds as the numbers dwindle. Jota's got too much to do as he connects to ultimate. He's got to plant this bomb now. Makes his way to the site, but falls to the floor as there's one last round for Liquid as we reach halftime. Yeah, let's see how this goes now. Impressive. I mean, I enjoyed the Liquid CT side. They understood the mission there. The action around mid doors was great. Trying to abuse the range of these USPs now are this South American side. Phelps and Neckers combining to do great work. 3 of the 4 frags, one for one for Lucan as well. The Argentine for the squad. And Ultimate has the ultimate task. 1 versus 5 with inferior range. Look how far away they are as well. What's the opposite of Ultimate? Minimum. He's got 1 HP.
Ooh, okay. Well, he's dead now. You know, obviously this first map is not done just yet, but a lot of rounds here gained by Gaimin Gladiators to kind of work with, despite this this situation for Liquid right now, where they can obviously, like, you know, bring things back. It's Dust 2. Anything can happen.
Oh, that's what we're looking for.
This kind of action is nice. You wouldn't want to clear those decals. Look at that.
And he's the man we needed with the scout. Of course it's Henny. Look at that. Wonderful stuff. Oh, I'm an M4A4 enjoyer. That's great. That's great for Gaimin Gladiators. Minimal damage done.
Well, the cat take has been is suspiciously quiet. So Lucan is he is asking questions. He's going to reveal to his team that nothing's going on there. Nice response though. Neck is getting aggressive, trying to head this one off, but this might create some problems. Good catch though by Lucan. Yeah, we now have a 3v4 for Team Liquid on this T side. They need to kill Phelps. But Phelps, he needs to delay. We'll see how much he can delay. Really nice angle there. Isolates the fight, but doesn't matter. Naf still picks it up, and Elige, with that pinpoint precision aim, is able to pick one off as well. And suddenly, it really has gone sideways here for Gaimin Gladiators. Nice shot, though, from Henny. That's not bad.
Chance. Elige's got to be real careful as well. He's got 11 HP, and he's around an angle that could be pre-fired. But does Henny pursue? Is there more value elsewhere?
So getting started again with a pretty fast pace, actually, on mid. Hit from Liquid. I really like that. You know, getting onto Catwalk pretty much straight away. Elige, he's going really, really fast here. This might not be expected. God. Oh, whoa! Henny with their scout
He's
again.
Only got a scout.
That seems unreasonable.
Of the scout. Henny's that guy.
And he needs to be regulated.
It is Hen 1, but we call him Henny. It's like Zywoo is Ziwoo, but we call him Zywoo. Swinging to the site now. It's so awkward when you're trying to retake from CT spawn. Elevation is such a problem. Now, they have Jota on long. Doesn't have necessarily the most ideal weapon. This, again, I think could be an invitation to lose a crap ton of weaponry, but they're 5-on-4 for the retake. There are flashes coming in from long. Good angles for the T's, but you've got to find these connections. Ultimate now will do what he can. Shuhei connects as well. 3-on-3. Clock is ticking, and now only Naf remains. Only Joseph's got a kit, and he's a high health player as they look for him. But the numbers game, Naf will run away, and the score will be tied. Again, very, very nervous territory for the CTs to go for the retake there, but they find a way to do it. Important a victory is here for Gaimin Gladiators. What happens if this one goes wrong? He's got 1 flash. I don't know if there'll be time to throw it for Jota. He's got to go deep, surely. Chooses 3-peek for the second one. A long spray for Henny, but he's able to drop ultimate. They don't know the climate towards short. It'll be a careful rotation, which means a slow one from the remainder of Gaimin Gladiators as well. So Henny may be stuck for a while.
This will be a tough one for Liquid. One smoke. There we go from Nuts. Smoke the across. Here we go. And Molly to create some space, allow them to get onto the side. Good counter use till though on the CTs. 13 seconds to plant though. It's getting a little sketchy. There we go. Plant is coming on through. Oh, multiple peaks coming on in. Elige unable to get enough damage done there. 2 versus 2 here for Liquid. Just down to 1 though. Henny against 2 very weak players. Trying to play the angles here. Oh my goodness. Henny's on one today. Looking to try to complete the clutch. Henny with the taps being baited. My goodness. Nuts is down to 2 HP. He couldn't be lower.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, and Henny's going to find it. Just unbelievable nerve from him, just holding it the entire time. Oftentimes, I think you might expect to see a short plant. Just get the numbers up catwalk for a short plant.
What has happened to Phelps?
That would be a great way to get damage. Oh my god.
Lucan keeping the T's honest in mid doors. Trouble could be coming his way. Wow, only 5 HP.
Yeah. Makes sense.
They've managed to creep through as well. There's trouble on his B bomb side. Suddenly the odds are looking pretty good, I think, for these T's as Lucan finds himself on an island, gets his bell rung once, and then one too many times. And suddenly, we've got Hen 1 by the car on A, and Jota and T spawn. I can't see them risking losing the AWP here. Outmaneuvered through mid. Smokes out. They knew that the CT would fall back to the bomb site, and they simply split with pistols and took everything.
Yeah, it's a really nice round. I mean, you start off with the hero AK, and it just takes, you know, that one initial fight won against Phelps. At least gets to pick up the AK, and it's really hitting a good timing. And okay, well, and he's going to get one.
Terrorists win.
Yeah. I'm holding one right now. Never far from a knife, am I?
That's great. You're ready to be attacked at any time.
As is Henny, opening with the AWP. Difficult round on paper for the CTs. Sure, Phelps will be happy to disengage. Perhaps not. Okay, going back to the world one too many times. A 5-on-3 was looking quite juicy for the squad.
Not an uncommon response at all from the CTs in this position. So, Liquid, they're going into the long setup. Oftentimes, you only have one player in the setup for the CTs, but they've managed to stack them. The shadow is going to be visible, but does it actually backfire? I think it's backfiring, in fact. Not working out, but they're not going to expect the next player. This is what we're talking about. You don't often have both players on long. Now they're starting to spin around, and there is some damage. Maybe you would have wanted more, but 2 players for Liquid, very, very low, and he gets smoked off. 20 seconds for the plant. Enough time to make it. Although Neck is looking to try to stop this, but the fire is there in time.
This becomes so awkward for the Gladiators. Great angle from Henny, though. There's a flash for Nekiz. Goes deep, but does next to nothing onto Naf. Now, do they swing together? Oh, there's the flash. He has lost his angle. Is Henny ready, though? Is that going to land? No. Henny posted up. I don't think there was much Naf could do from that position, especially when you know who's on the other side.
Really difficult scenario. Liquid, they're just going to look to just smash it into the B side, it would appear. Just looking at their positions, there we go.
Streaming in. Phelps cutting the numbers. That's a great third frag from him. Full spray, not going to be so successful. They've got AKs. They can land headshots. There is a chance. Oh, 0.1 for the judges on that pirouette attempt. Nuts has to gamble now. Goes through the smoke, but there's just too many man on road. Another one collected by the Gladiators.
Position announced. Just some deeks. Again, money is really low for the CTs, but this is a good round to make the money back. Ultimate takes down one player. Nice headshot with the last bullet from Phelps. And
starting to reposition now. That will be heard as well, though. They're all here. Henny simply waiting. Neck is sliding out and just getting absolutely JFK'd. And he's got the flashes as well. But he's using it to kind of fall back and take some space for himself. Jota's on long as well. He's been holding long doors the entire time. Oh, just above the head. Shuhei could be in some trouble here. Bombs planted, though. That clock is ticking. 4 remain. Starting to creep up is Jota on his retake. They're looking for lurkers. They don't realize that all of Liquid are just chilling and they are ready. That clock is ticking. There's not much util. They've got to find all the frags here and they are finding them. Naf is completely out of position. How has this happened?
I can't believe it. Was Naf like repositioning because he's just not expecting them to do it? I don't know, but they did do it. Gaimin Gladiators with a huge win in the opening of this series. We'll have to find out if they can continue with such prowess in map 2.
Or we won't go to the major. GG. More on that later, but for now, it will be the beginning of Liquid and Gaimin Gladiators on the second map of the series, Nuke. CT side chosen by Gaimin Gladiators. The B bomb site chosen by what remain of Liquid, as they have lost Elige early in this one.
Love the pace on this, really fast down into the lower sites. And there we go, the plants. But Decon currently held by the CTs. Okay, Naf is going to easily be able to fight that. Not a comfortable spot for Naf to fight him, but he is delivering the headshots so far. Not able to get the reload off, though. And now 3 versus 3 into this retake.
Staggered push from the CTs at Decon there, maybe expecting Naf to look elsewhere. Not many places for him to look, though, from that position. We'll see if they can find the defuse. They don't have a kit, so it's not looking likely. Ultimate has been dealt with, but nobody's on the bomb. They had 3 players standing, 2 remain, and they just don't have time. Goodbye.
Terrorists win.
Oh, just a bit too deep to expose. Crazy how his head goes back even from the grenade on the X-ray. Elige will be dealt with. That's good information for the CT side looking for their first round early. But Phelps will be hyper-aggressive and be dealt with by Nerds.
I respect the scout here in the hands of Henny. 50 seconds left now as Nerds continues to work on the outside control. Again, Henny feels like a really big threat here. We'll see if he can connect the shot. Ooh, actually not a connection. This gives a really good chance now for Nerds to be able to take him out. We'll see if he can do so. Henny is trying to delay for teammates to come by. He's done some damage and he's delayed enough. Oh no, that is terrorizing for Liquid.
Still a chance for him to win this round, though, because how many players are on this A bomb site? Henny has got an upgrade now. Running distraction. That clock continues to tick, but Neckers has been dealt with.
Bomb has been planted.
Who else has position on this bomb site? Well, Jota has some now, certainly showing some presence. Not sure if Lucan's been detected here. Can he play off of his teammates is the question. Naf closing the distance now. Oh, just around the corner in time. They're losing position on this bomb site. Outnumbered for a moment, but now Lucan finds himself alone. The 180 won't come fast enough. And Shuhei will keep a clean sheet for Liquid.
In part, a gamble. It's like you're opening. You don't know what the opening is of the opponents. You just have to pick one yourself. But once again, Henny back at it with his scout.
So many targets. Perhaps showing to too many on this occasion. So this will be a very slow start after all then for Gaimin Gladiators, unless they find a miracle round, which is looking less and less likely. Not that much time has passed, but only 2 remain. And again, they've spent all the cash for the most part. But perhaps Jota can give them a chance.
A lot of time to burn in this one. Good to go. No sound cues for the Gaimin Gladiators to really work with here. It is just a silent creep across the map from Liquid onto the upper sites. Nobody is home. So that'll be a free bomb plant for them.
Again, this is an encouraging start for Liquid. Frustrations of the last map will soon fade away.
Terrorists win.
But now our vocabs, I'm sure, will be rich.
Creating the expectation. Well, there's going to be a fight in the outside here, potentially set up there for the CT side. Gaimin Gladiators looking to see if they can catch these players dropping down.
So many people facing at the same time, and Jota's just stuck with his hands in his pockets.
Elves is like, what about me, though? They are backing away from him, so he's not going to get a piece of the action. Lucan, though. Oh, Nav turns just in the nick of time, but Henny will trade it at the very least. So 3 versus 4 now for the Gaimin Gladiators. With a minute to play with. As we go back to outside. Maybe Will Phelps will get some action after all. He's going to jump straight through the smoke. Or will he? He's got to be very cautious about his timing. He's found a decent time. He gets a double out of it. Although it's traded, what does Ultimate have left to work with? 40 seconds, and he's got to recover the bomb.
1 versus 2 could be worse. No sound cue on the way back down. That's really important. 30 seconds. He's got time to go to many places, but Henny's angle has got to be too oppressive. Indeed, it will be. Punctured immediately. Don't want to overextend and lose the player when you don't need to. Showing a bit of leg. Police won't be happy with that.
Counter-terrorists win.
Handily dealt with. Patient. I mean, there wasn't much that Liquid could realistically do there.
That would be a really rough situation for sure. For Liquid, that is, but incredible for Gaimin Gladiators. And they're looking much better than I expected so far in the series. Outside aggression for both sides. Set up there deep in a position is Phelps. Henny deep for support as well, further back in garage. And Phelps, he's got a great spot right now. He's looking for how many can he get out of this. Guess one player is looking for more, but at least there's a trade for the T side. Ultimate able to find another through the smoke, and suddenly it really falls on Jota to do some damage here to this attack. It's getting a bit chaotic.
Match loss for Liquid here is interesting for Gaimin Gladiators, because I think everybody would look at Liquid in the loss, but not Gaimin Gladiators in the win. So they'd still be kind of under the radar. But Liquid are looking to turn this around and keep their lead. 45 seconds in a 4 versus 2 now. Nekis has a chance for a multi-frag though, but timing might not be his friend. Heading through Squeaky. As many Liquid players are just around the corner. Heading to the outside now. Will time be on his side? 30 seconds to get this bomb planted. The Jota's moving as well. He's going to be ill-positioned to stop a plant on this A-bomb site.
Bomb has been planted.
Bite and look for that info, which Liquid are looking to punish. But at some point, they'll have to reposition and look to collapse on a bomb site. Closing in now. Noise has been cut for a long time, but Phelps is off angle. So good! He's often so good at the multi-frag, getting that second one not on this occasion, but Nekiz so low for the round after that Molotov is able to deliver, try and buy some time now, 12 seconds to get a bomb plant, and Lukin still round the back, trying to stay alive for as long as possible as Elise desperately tries to find that frag. Great patience, not engaging. They learn their lessons from prior rounds. They know Liquid are looking for those 1v1s outside with the AKs. They deny them.
And look at, you know, they've got a lot that they can play with now in terms of pacing. They cut noise for a very long time there. Now they're just going to absolutely send it straight into the upper sights. And Nekiz, Lucan doing a decent job getting those initial kills down to a 2v2 in the chaos. Phelps comes in from the outside and he's going to get set back out. Jota now going to Huts, seeing if he can find something. Has all the sound cues he needs. They're going to go down to the vent. Is that what they're doing? Yes, but Jota, he's quite quickly behind them. They may not realize quite how close he is.
That double peek from Liquid was awesome on the bomb site for CT vent. Big footsteps, somewhat clouded by the grenades. Only so many places Elish can be, but he is ready to win that clutch. 5 pixels and all.
Somewhat forced to slow things down. Annie, this is the play. AWP against AWP, potentially. We might go into the angle, though, and still gets the kill. It looked like Ultimate was happily posted on that one, but unfortunately for them, it's not going to work out. So the trade on to Jota is going to help Liquid get some space towards ramp, but it's gone just like that.
Timings we're seeing here are sick. I can't believe he won that duel. But here we are. 5th round on the way for Gaimin Gladiators. Don't expect they would want to pursue in this round. They'll want to full buy for the last round of the half. What do Shuhei and Elige choose to do? The remaining 2. Perhaps they've got a good chance at a 2v2 on one of the bomb sites, but have a look at this hold around A. 19 seconds on the clock. Elige with a wild play. Make it a bit more expensive, but they'll collect AKs for their troubles.
Super responsive plays there from Gaimin Gladiators. 6-5 for Liquid, though, on the final round of the first half. Very bad buy, though. And they're going to just absolutely rush Henny down. They are going to send it so that he cannot survive. That's one way to do it.
He was at the point of no return. AWP in the hands of Nerdstyle. We'll see what he can do. Might be exactly what they need for an unlikely final round. Elige pulling a grenade out, but the trades will continue. Ultimate through the door. That's such a key one. That stolen AWP rears its ugly head, leaving Lucan in a 1 versus 2. He's got some of the info. Catches Nerds trying to reposition. He's got some utility as well. Trying to figure out where Ultimate is. Spinning like a Dalek and is able to find one more. A very good half for Gaimin Gladiators, it must be said. 6-6 at halftime. All to play for in the second map.
I'm just closing out this series, which, you know, surely they should have the better of, because we're at 6-6 on the second map, and Gaimin Gladiators picked up map 1, Dust 2. So a lot of work here for the Liquid boys to do.
T pistol is going to be really important for Gladiators, I think. If they are to have the struggles they had on the T side of the first game here as well, then I think Liquid could really rise to strength here. And they've certainly started well on this pistol. Have Liquid 3-on-1, Lucan alone. Nobody responding on the radio. It's got to find the 1v1. So many places for NAFTA B, but still delivers. Reload is in. He doesn't have the bomb. He does, however, have time.
CT's not going walkabouts. They're just covering the bomb. Lucan needs a very fortunate circumstance here to find these kills.
Oh!
Okay, well,
that was it!
Not looking is definitely decent, but got to hit the shots too.
Ah. Oh. Email DHL mailbag at efg.gg. Excuse me. You'll see it on the lower third. And put B stream in the title. We will secure your romantic future for you. That's to secure the man advantage for his squad. But it won't last long because Henny continues to be a problem, a thorn in the side of Liquid.
like Shui's position there, a little bit forward into towards lobby. With the UMP, this is a good range for it. Very nice indeed. Oh, hello. Waiting on the other side, Neckers. Holding onto upper, but still some problems to get across there. Jota deals with Nerds. Oh, wow, Phelps. He's the outside player, James. He knows the shenanigans. He knows.
He's got all the better angles. Gaimin Gladiators. So this is a critical point for Liquid if they are to win their pick of Nuke. Surely they must deliver in this round.
Outside aggression. Getting deflected. Obviously outside man taken down. Ultimate has a nice post up here. Although we might not expect that should be so deep. This is actually a very strong position now, potentially, from Henny, that is. Oh, wow. Henny really set up to have a great situation for himself and his team. But does he realize that Ultimate's even there?
No idea.
Because his teammates could get blasted and he won't even realize. Okay, well, there we go. Now he understands. And he's trying to make this into the play that wins the rounds. He's drawing his teammates across so he can kind of set this one up and just hit a better timing. There's the execution. And now it's time to go downstairs.
Will they be expecting Naf in this position? Considering he's got to be careful about where he puts his silencer. I may concede his position there. I think he realized that quickly. There are problems on the way. But will they check? That is the question. Or will they assume? 20 seconds left. They may not have time to check and assume. Nerds has got position now. And this makes distraction even bigger for Naf, but he gets deleted by Josa, but the bomb still needs to get planted. 10 seconds. Elige on the way. Last man standing. They found a good angle. He has so much to do.
And no real options here. I don't know exactly where he's going to come from, but... Okay, 2 players on the angle, and that is that for Elige. The Molotovs have like a sloshy to them that's, you know, really satisfying.
You're a chafing sound.
Can't deny it, I suppose. 30 seconds to go, and now finally the movement into lobby, through lobby into ramp is had. 1-for-1 trade, but they need to go a little bit quicker here. They need to get onto a site. Now the jump up around the outside towards heaven. It's going to help them gain some position, and that's a very important kill, unlocking the door. And Phelps, perfect timing, catches the player right up the ladder, and another to be had. Shui dead on the site, and you know what? Elige once again just left alone in an impossible scenario, 1 versus 4.
Crazy thing is that the bomb carrier being spotted in the lobby, of course, importantly winning that duel, sent the reinforcements straight up the ladder to their demise. So it sped the round up in trying to secure the A bomb site. Crazy how things happen sometimes. Gaimin Gladiators moving to 10, and look at the lack of money for Liquid. $50 for Ultimate, Nerds with 0. It is looking dire. The forecast ain't good. That was a nice 180 though, but can he escape the bomb in time? There's another bomb coming! Oh man, the detail. I love it. Gaimin Gladiators give them nothing for free. Facility raining down. From the CTs at least. Gaimin Gladiators are, purposefully holding on to most of theirs. It's exactly what Liquid need. An early 5-on-4. Phelps dropped outside. This will compromise presence somewhat. Oh, and he gets a second one for free as well. Should be round done.
Not a lot of time for this one. We don't have anybody lower just yet, though. They've got to surely suspect this is possible. 20 seconds to go. Door is opened, and that's the sound cue. Now, CT start to move. And can they get here before the counter nades? That's looking a little challenging. Dukan able to find the first one. Henny as well. So these CTs now starting to dwindle in numbers, but still slight advantage. Luke and Neck is playing up close, seeing what they can find back to back, and they will back to back die. And Liquid also have a very, very passive presence outside. Just Ultimate is holding an angle. There's the pop flashes going into the ramp position. It's given by Liquid.
They've heard so many footsteps. Does Phelps get one for free? I think Shuhei is checking. Yeah, nothing's taken for granted there. Great focus from him. Bomb plant is really important for Gaimin Gladiators here. All together on the ramp, holding position. Are these the kind of rounds that Liquid are able to exploit? Because the clock will turn against the Gladiator squad sooner rather than later. Nert's looking for opportunity. Naf on the way down with the AWP. Still dual wielding on this team. Oh, collecting almost 2 heads there as Naf swings out, but nothing doing. Tide may be turning for Gaimin Gladiators, but there are still angles for Liquid. Nasty from Elige. Catches the second one. Bombs on the floor. Nekez with so much to do now. 25 seconds. There is support for Elige here as well. Is this too much to ask for Nekez? Footsteps being made. He knows Elige was there. Can he find it? Tucks into the corner just in time. Just in time.
But they did manage to kind of pull through yesterday and today as well. All right, so 12-11, Liquid on the precipice here of turning around their fortunes.
I love the significant changes in these late rounds. Ultimate surely gets one for free. I don't think anybody's going to expect such a deep angle. Dismantling Gaimin Gladiators. They were knocking on the door, but it's Liquid who get to game point first. Nightmare mode for Gladiators.
Yeah, and time is against them too now. But it has been fairly often. Naf gets the angle. Oh, sprays both of them down. In fact, Nuts gets one of those too. And he 1 versus 5. It's like, where am I being attacked from? It's everywhere. That's the answer. And Liquid are going to pull it out of the bag. The comeback, the rejuvenation.
So let's see then who goes to that 0-2 scenario. Less than desirable, I am sure. Jota here's lots of people coming his way. See if Lucan's able to deal with them. So far, so very good as it is. 4 for 4. No response just yet from what remains of Liquid, which is Ultimate. And that's it.
Yeah, getting shut down straight away. I mean, you know, he's just rushing the B site. It can either go really well for you or it can really suck. And we saw the really suck version for the Liquid side.
Rifles abound in round 3. Phelps full send. Getting into a comfortable position early. Relatively unchallenged by Liquid, who come through from the other side. Those smokes won't be there forever. Phelps still standing for the time being, but Shuhei's got his crosshair in the right place. There's no way he creeps out of this. I can't believe he's got another frag from that. They stopped spraying the smoke. You have to wonder why.
It puts Liquid in a really nasty position now because they kind of have to gamble on what they have here towards the B sites. And Jota, he's just putting a very short time limit on this play for Liquid. They got to move quickly, but this flank is going to get activated just as quickly. And there we go. Naf goes down and it's really bad. Ultimate. I do like this, but it is being watched for. Just desperation. You know, there's not really anything else you can kind of do in this position. Into the next one. Liquid needs to put one on the boards. Nice chunky nade there onto Lucan. Both sides fighting for that control. Phelps going deep. He's rejected. Lucan will reject Elige.
Well, great support. I was wondering was wondering what the support looks like for Luke in there. Like, how does he escape that situation? They will find a 3 versus 2, but that certainly makes it doable for the T side as well. Over a minute on the clock, and there are 2 bomb sites to defend. So do you abandon one? Do you post up far back with Henny in CT spawn, which is kind of what's happening at the moment? But that still gives a worst case scenario of a 2v2 for Liquid. So this is absolutely winnable for them.
It's definitely a good setup for sure. They get their choice of positions here as well, post plant. HE double flash for Naf, and he's going to be... It's not going to be first contact. Doesn't seem. Or will he? He's actually moving out now towards CT, but Henny is posted. He really waiting for his teammates here to give him a hand. Ultimate takes down Nekis. Really nice headshots there. Now playing the clock really marvelously. There's nothing that Henny can do. Really a good hold from Ultimate there. And that will gift Liquid their first round.
In the early to mid stage of this final game. Ultimate spotting one moving over, I believe. Hungry for a frag, but Henny's been waiting all day long.
Another boost onto the box. Oh man, mid control after that opening pick to make it a 5 versus 3. Gaimin Gladiators.
So there is still a chance. See what the flicks look like for Henny. Oh, sees the barrel of the gun. Able to escape, trying to control the area. But again, time is of the essence now. They've got to charge into the bomb site, but Lucan's position is so strong, but so is that molly. Forces him away, and there's a second frag for Liquid. 20 seconds to get that bomb planted. Are they looking for one more?
Bomb has been planted.
Actually managed to do it. Get the bomb down. 2 players set up in donuts. Neck is in from the back. Lucan is going to open things up there for Gaimin Gladiators. Nav posted up from donut though. This is very challenging. He can hold this position.
Wow.
It's going to be great, but what is the angle? Donut completely dealt with. And in fact, everything's fine, and Liquid will be completely reset. At least there's the bomb money, but 5-1.
That peek from Phelps was outstanding. Definitely be stealing that one for my own purposes. There will be an investment here from Liquid. So we saw an execute over towards A with expectation of heavy forces towards B. And there will be numbers into B this time. Nekis will drop one early. Lucan needs to stay alive here, but he won't. He will be traded. That's so important. The pre-fire from Elige is outrageous. That leaves Phelps and Henny alone now. Fast moving round as Phelps tries to do what he can, but he will leave Henny in a 1 versus 2.
Quick rotation from Henny around the back. He's scoped in, so can't unscope at this point. But walk all the way. Okay, there's a freebie. Now he is able to potentially switch a gun if there's one nearby for him to collect. But Ultimate is close around the corner. Switches to the AK, and Ultimate's going to have him.
Look for that player in the first place. It requires effort, experience. That has changed the face of this half for Liquid. So much potential now. And in just a few seconds, a 5-on-3 early, breaking that CT economy.
Ooh. Shui takes off Nekis' head. We can use one more here. Doesn't get challenged though. But there's that smoke. And Bomb will make its way across to A. And Shui's position, although he's low HP, he can really cause problems. They're looking for him. You can see that he's spamming. He knows he's around there somewhere. And they should have worked out that he's escaped through the smoke into mid. There's no other possibilities there.
So 5-3. Let's see which way things are going. Henny's been busy in these early rounds. 9 frags for him. Same for Lucan. Ultimate looking to catch up. Both snipers with their scopes. And he's got to be careful now because Shuhei might around the corner. He will disappear into the smoke.
Into Red Room. So some ground has been gained for the loss of Nerds, at least. Lucan trying to back away. He will with a kill as well. Slowing Liquid down ever more. So it's a great start for Gaimin Gladiators. Kind of got Liquid locked away now. Liquid need to kind of get back out of Red Room potentially. And there's no angle being held from Donut.
Oh!
Yet. Oh, actually, I'm making a mistake because Henny's just absolutely blasted them from a pixel position. Gets a collat.
Sometimes the sun is low. Zero 3-2 set up from the CTs as they get very aggressive in mid. Eyes towards B as well, where only Shuhei is. It might be a focus to clear that area, leaving A very vulnerable, which would be great if you're Liquid.
And that's further going to delay the response to A. A has Henny by himself. He's going to pick one up onto a leash. Henny's done a decent job there, getting an extra kill. Lucan hunting the mid player and just barely manages to make it work. And with that kill, I think it really now gives a solid shot for the retake. There's a smoke for Lucan and a flash as well. So some util to work with.
Not this time. Yeah, I think you've got to work so hard to rise to the top of the Brazilian scene. Oh my word. Lucan's turning the lights off for Liquid one by one. Punishing the reload as well. Leaving Ultimate and Naf almost empty-handed in this half. Indeed, the night is no longer young. Ultimate and Naf remain. Plenty of clutch in them, but plenty more headshots coming their way. AK in hand and Nekes leaves Naf alone. He's got so much to do. 3 kits on the 4 remaining players. And just like that, through the smoke, Henny will find him. A monstrous half from Gaimin Gladiators, and Liquid are on the ropes. Nothing more dire than being completely reliant on the pistol round, and I think it's hard to argue that Liquid aren't at present. Gaimin Gladiators posturing for a split of the A-bomb site. It would be quite risky. Oh, he just ate all of that flashbang though, Elish. And look at the deletions. Finger firmly on backspace, and there's nothing to be seen on A as far as Liquid are concerned. Might be a question of saving the Kevlar and the grenades. They are at the mercy of their enemy. Here for a good time, maybe not a long time. Gladiators looking to seize control. It's purely dueling now for Liquid. A smoke for a Liege. In no position to use it. B site evacuated with the presence of Phelps on A. And now they rotate over. Now, do they send Phelps into 8? They could rotate it. They still have just below a minute. And indeed they will. Keep an eye on that radar. Off they go. Now, Lucan doesn't want to fall here. And F will realize that the place is almost completely empty. There's going to be a long rotation. Now, Lucan falling is really important here because that bomb's got a long rotation to go. This is a very winnable round for Liquid all of a sudden.
Yeah, Phelps in a forward position somewhat here. But getting across to the plant is going to be tricky. There's no utility to allow them to do this very easily. So, somewhat of a risk, but Jota holding on is going to make a big difference. Now, Phelps up close has to win his battle as well. Getting teased. Oh, instant headshot from Shui. Really nice. And he able to trade that one across, though. HP low for both players. Flank coming on through. Jota spots it. He can slow it down. Oh, shot in the back, though. And now it's up to Henny. Elige knows where he's at, and he's going to eliminate him. So, like you said, it was a good chance for Liquid, and they managed to close it down.
This will be a dangerous test. One of these teams might be financially broken after this. Stimulus package required. Elige continues to deliver, but Phelps there with a big swing. There are reinforcements coming, though, from the side as Shuhei once again collecting two. And this will cripple the round for the Gladiators. Henny gets his bell run, can't even see his enemy. Off he goes.
Getting into position. Gaimin Gladiators. Gonna lose that mid player, though. Oh, wow. Just hitting that one through the smoke, but onto the side they go. Looking very confident. But they are getting just destroyed. Wow. Time to see what they've cobbled together. Ultimate's really been doing a great job with the orb so far in the recent rounds on this comeback. He's working from donut right now. Now the aggressive move in is going to get destroyed by Nerds. Forward presence, forward spray. And still holding this ground, dodging as best he can. Jota down to 31, and he's going to get finished off there around the back by Shui. 3 versus 2 now for Liquid. But the A site's been, well, never mind. It was breached. The problem has been sorted out.
Again, another 5-on-3 for the CTs at the beginning of this one. More presence along the side of B with regards to mid, as you saw from Jota. Henny in the clutch now. Liquid are finding the openings at the beginning of these rounds, just thinking about the bigger picture. The problems continue. Oh, he's found the 1v1 as well. Off he goes. Shoulder to shoulder, but it was awkward in that particular scenario. Now it's AWP versus AWP. Henny scoped in. Ultimate might be as well. But Henny rounds the corner first and drops one straight in the face. Webcam to the ceiling. He's celebrating again.
He's got his tent set up. But for now, I mean, it's going to be 3 players on B, 2 on A. I think perhaps Liquid more expectant of a fast hit. And he looking for the opening. Gets it. Finds the headshot. That's crazy. Still more work to be done, though, to get onto the site. And they choose to go through Red Room.
.40 seconds remain. They are positioning to split the A bomb sites. Ultimate's going to have a lot of work to do. He's the man with all the grenades, but not really in a position to throw any of them. He's got to focus on the AWP. 27 seconds now. What has happened there? Lucan has found him, and we've got so many problems. They're doing it. Gaimin Gladiators are doing it. They have outpositioned all of Liquid. They have found the right door. They are 5-on-2.
As takes down Henny, Naf onto Phelps. Jota, Mac 10, Glock, and that's it. It's a wrap. Gaimin Gladiators in 3, doing on Ancient what they failed to do on Nuke, which is to take down Liquid, put them in the 0-2 bracket in this Swiss system.